Hey, welcome back to the Painkillers 30-Day Challenge. Today is day 26, day 26 already. So we've already covered 25 amazing things that you can do to help kill your chronic pain and give you back your life. And for me, it's been a long time working with and looking for what works for me. And it's been trial and error, working through things, a lot of which didn't work. Let's be honest. I've tried way more things that haven't worked to kill my chronic pain than I have found things that have worked. And that's part of why I wanted to share with you these 30 things. These are my favorite 30 things that have made a massive impact and a massive difference in my life and my ability to function, live the life I want to live, and not be crippled by my chronic pain. Because for a lot of years, I couldn't get out of bed. I was crippled by my chronic pain. And I'm not going to tell you that I don't have any pain anymore. That's totally unrealistic and complete and utter nonsense. Everybody in the world, whether they suffer from chronic pain or not, is going to experience pain throughout their lifetime. We all are. We all are just going to hurt sometimes. But it doesn't mean that we have to let it become debilitating and ruin our life, despite what anybody tells you. If I were to have listened to what the doctors and the experts told me, I'm 100% sure that I would be not here right now talking to you. I would not be alive anymore because the prognosis and the things that they gave me were extremely grim and extremely hopeless and very, very depressing. And that kind of leads into today's topic. But before I get to that, I want to check in and find out, did you have a chance to consider and question and really think about the procedures and tests and things that you're going through and that you have to do? And you might not have had anything scheduled yesterday. I didn't have anything scheduled yesterday, so that wouldn't have worked for me. But I'm always asking myself the question, is this what my body needs right now? Even with respect to the supplements I take and the vitamins and the nutrition and what I eat. And sometimes my brain will say, yes, Sharon, you really need to eat 6 sea salt caramels. And will check in with myself and I'll say, is this really what my body needs right now? And if I'm having a tough day, my body might say yes. Maybe not to 6 caramels because I know that I'm going to pay for that. If I eat that much sugar in one fell swoop, I know how it impacts my body because I've spent a lot of years figuring out exactly, okay, what's the limit of the number of caramels I can actually eat without my hips going crazy the next day and me not being able to walk. So I actually know that, yes, 1 sea salt caramel might be okay, but I'm probably not going to eat 6 or 7 because I check in with myself and I ask, well, what does my body think about that? What does it need? And I do that for everything, not just my medical tests, my medical procedures. Should I see this doctor? I actually have started honoring my intuition and honoring myself more and paying attention and listening to what's going on within me. Now that leads us to today's tip, trick, strategy, challenge, whatever you want to call it. But it is a question. You might have figured out I like questions because questions are how we evaluate everything in our lives. So today's question is, what else is possible? Now, I didn't hear about this question or learn about this question until after my sudden cardiac arrest. When I had the sudden cardiac arrest, I went on another full force quest and journey for answers and solutions to my latest health challenge. And what I found was a lot of teachers and a lot of modalities and a lot of things that really, really had bits and pieces that worked well for me. Although I tried a lot of different things, I didn't really adopt anyone else's full-fledged modality or process and think that that was going to be my solution. I've known for a long time that I'm like a unique bird and I need to figure out what works for me. I can't count on somebody else having the answer for me. And you know what? I know and I have enough belief in myself that I will figure it out. I don't believe that any one person's system or process, the way they exactly did it, will work for me. We're all different. We have to figure out what works for us. But this what else is possible question, although I'd always operated sort of from that thought process, not always, but I tried to, as part of my education, I believe in continuous improvement. I think we all have to always be in a state of improvement and of getting better, because if we're not, if we're throwing in the towel, we're going to get worse. We're going to deteriorate. There is no standing still. The one thing that's constant in all of our lives, whether we like it or not, is that things are going to change. Things are going to move. Things are always moving and expanding and changing. And if we're not creating what we want by expanding and growing in a positive way, then we're deteriorate and we're losing ground in a negative way. And that choice is entirely up to you. That choice is entirely up to me. I get to decide if my life is going to be going down the toilet or if I'm going to continually make it better and better and better. And part of how you do that is by asking the question, what else is possible? What else is possible for me? Not what did the experts tell me they think the prognosis or the possibility is for my life? Because you know what? It does not matter one iota what anyone outside of you thinks or believes or tells you or tries to convince you or manipulate you into believing about your life. What you make of your life is entirely up to you. And that's really scary. I mean, I'm not going to admit that or even try to convince you that that's not scary, because it is. Because when you understand and you really grasp the concept of the power that you have to make things happen in your life and create things in your life, it really makes you look in the mirror. And I'm one of those people, I had to look in the mirror a lot, and I don't always like what I see, but I had to come to terms with the role I was playing in my chronic illness and in my chronic pain, and the role I'm still playing, because I still have challenges. I have, obviously, you see me with a magnifying glass a lot. I have eye challenges and vision challenges, but I'm not letting that stop me. I'm still saying, what else is possible? You know what? It's possible to get a magnifying glass and still be able to read menus, still be able to go out to dinner. It's possible to use my magnifying glass, and as embarrassed as my family gets with my magnifying glass with the little light on it when we go out, I don't care, because it allows me to get out and to do things and to experience things that, yeah, I could say, oh, I'm embarrassed, I don't want to go out, I can't see, I don't want to go out with my magnifying glass, that's too embarrassing. And I could stay home and be lonely and sad and depressed and want to kill myself, but I decided a long time ago to take another route, because I asked, and I didn't ask the question what else is possible, but I did say, no, this isn't my life. I'm going to figure out what works for me. So ask yourself today, at least 3 times. I challenge you, that's our challenge for today, to ask what else is possible. And I guarantee you will be confronted or shown at least 1,000 different places in your life today, no matter what you're doing. Even if you're laying in bed, you can say, what else is possible besides me being stuck in this bed? Well, maybe you can't physically get up out of that bed right this minute. I know I couldn't for a while. It took me, I didn't just pop out of bed the day I decided that I was going to change my life. It took me months. But every day I made that decision that I was going to be out of bed, walking around and functioning. And every day, even though I couldn't physically get up, I imagined in my mind and I visualized what it was that I wanted. I visualized me getting out of that bed, going back to school, finishing my degree, getting the job I wanted, eventually getting married and having 2 kids. I wanted a boy and a girl. I had it all planned out in my head because, you know, I had months and months of laying in that bed, not being able to move to think about these things. So what else is possible? Whether you ask, what else is possible just jet streams you to, by asking the question, it just streams your subconscious and your conscious and gets you thinking about it right away. I wish I would have known about what else is possible when I was in my 20s. It would have probably really speeded up my progress. But I know about it now, and that's why I'm sharing it with you, because in the last 7 or 8 years, it has made a huge difference in my ability to get over things. You know, my flare last spring, if I would not have been willing to ask the question, what the heck else is possible? Again, I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't make it to the bathroom without, you know, wetting my pants, and it's embarrassing. It was freaking terrible. And then, how do you hide that from your kids so that they don't know? And because you can't even get to the bathroom, how are you going to get to the laundry room to do the laundry? Well, I did figure it out because I have a philosophy that I will always figure it out, and that there's always a way. If I'm committed, there's always a way. And I get really committed when it comes to my health, my mobility, and my being able to do things and live the life that I know I deserve, and the life I know that you deserve too. So today, 3 times today, what else is possible? What else is possible for absolutely anything and everything in your life? Ask that question. Share in the comments below what you find, if you had a great aha moment with that, because I really want to know if this is as powerful for you as it has been for me. Go out, make it an awesome day, find out what else is possible, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.